remember when I told you about Glock Tower and how ridiculous it was?
Yeah. I think you were like gonna try to get me to play it. And I was
Yeah. And also, one of our mutual friends that you introduced me to was at like a ribbon cutting and had the big scissors.
Yeah.
And all that. And I was like, ha ha ha, Glock Tower. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a terrifying concept. Still never played the game.
Yeah.
I think I watched you play a little bit of it.
Yeah, I showed it to you.
It didn't like happen. That
No.
scary part didn't happen.
I do not enjoy these games. There's several of them, and to me, supposedly this is one of the first games in the survival horror genre, which, you know, Resident Evil,
right.
Dino Crisis, all kinds of cool shit like that.
Crisis.
Dino Crisis was a similar to Resident Evil type situation where it's dinosaurs instead of zombies. It's not zombies, it's dinosaurs.
Sounds really corny.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's a lot like Resident Evil, but imagine Jurassic Park. That's what they were doing.
Okay.
Just survival horror, and then there's, you know, shit chasing.
There was Time Crisis, the arcade game at the movie theater where I worked. So I just imagined that, but dinosaurs. So.
No, this is more like Resident Evil.
Okay.
Yeah.
But dinosaurs.
Anyway.
Okay.
The survival horror genre supposedly was built on the shoulders of this giant, which...
Cool.
I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of this game.
It.
I respect, but as far as putting my time into it, much like Persona 1 and Persona 2 are just like, I mean, the early Shin Megami Tensei games.
I thought you really liked those.
I love the lore. The story's great. It's fun. But the gameplay, for me, it's just way too much. And if you mess up a little bit, it'll let you keep playing the game for 20 more hours for you to find out 20 hours further into it that you did something way back that means you can't progress past this point.
Dude, I would be so
start all over again.
I would be so mad.
And there's no way to figure out what it was, how it happened, because there's like no guide. There's like, you know, it's a hard bunch of games to navigate. Well, at least it was back when I first tried to play them. Surely now there's tons of guides and stuff. But yeah, I just am not the biggest fan of those games. Well, Resident Evil's that way in a lot of ways. If you shoot too much, you will not find enough ammunition to survive the rest of the game. Yeah. And you may not know that until it's a lot of times past. So, Glock Tower, what I've played of it, not a very forgiving game. But not so much gonna throw you backwards 20 hours based on something.
Yeah.
So, but it's still not the easiest game in the world to play, and kind of a spooky concept. Just a madman running around with gigantic scissors trying to chop your head off.
That's all that I know about it, but that's
to me,
terrifying.
It was a bit silly. I was never...
Comments, boo!
I was never really scared of it. And because I like collecting retro video games, knew about Glock Tower because it is expensive for the PS1. Yes, it is so expensive. And then I was interested in what the hell it was, and I found out. And later on, I watched this video with Nick and Nate.
So you've seen it.
I have seen this, but this will be a new one for Nikki. So I'm excited to see what you think about JonTron's take on this. You've heard my pitch. Are you ready for JonTron's?
I am ready, and I will say that we can link the Renegade Media Group.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Reaction below, so you can see Chad and Nate
see me
and
like
Nick
2
and
years ago.
who's in it.
Yeah.
So cool. Let's get to it.
Spooky.
I always love this intro. I haven't actually seen the dude.
It's
so...
October. Come on,
Prepare
lay it on
yourself.
me. I'm ready. Get out the Draculas. The Frankensteins. The skeletons with the gun in their hands. Wait, hold on a sec. Maybe scratch that last one. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
Don't forget about the scissorman.
Not the scissorman.
Well, I didn't realize you were going to go apeshit.
Scissorman!
Please stop.
Glock Tower. It's a series best known for the game released on the PlayStation 1, but it actually had its start on the SNES, which most people don't know because it was never released outside of Japan. I've always wanted to try it out, seeing as it is one of the earliest entries into the survival horror genre. Some would say this game pioneered survival horror, but can an SNES game elicit the same kind of terror we associate with such titles as Resident Evil and Silent Hill? Somehow, I doubt it.
It's taking a long time to... Clock towel.
Clock towel? That's not very scary. Oh, God! Raised in the Granite Orphanage, Jennifer and her friend Z? Ooh, typos. Already getting scary. Were wanted as adopted daughters. Guess I'd like to adopt the two of them like puppies from a kennel. After all, anything can be bought and sold for the right oil. It happened in September. A bit of a missed opportunity if I'm saying so myself. I mean, the scary month's just won over. Oh, that's the one! From now on, what kind of place will we be living in? That's the 5th time you've asked. Yeah, well, maybe it'd be the last time if you just fucking told me. Don't worry, it's a very nice place. We're almost there, see? Oh, majestic. Yeah, you know, all that's missing, I think, is just a big old sign saying definitely not haunted. I think that'll be an amazing touch. In Clock Tower, you play as Jennifer Simpson, an orphan girl who has just been adopted by a Mr. Barrows. The story picks up as you've just been brought to his secluded and creepy mansion in the woods. I gotta go get Mr. Barrows. Everyone wait here. You think you can maybe give me an ETA on that? Man, this game sure is off to a slow start. Oh no, that can't be good. A musical change like that can only mean one thing. I gotta get out of here. I ain't gonna be the first to die, I'll tell you that much right now. Locked doors, huh? Well, I don't know where to go. Oh, wonderful. The lights went out. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess I'll just try to go up these stairs. Even though it's going to take my entire
At the
goddamn
speed of
life.
light.
My
Okay,
God.
yeah. There's nothing up here.
Patience.
I didn't like it.
Oh, look at that. Turn the lights back on. Yeah, it's almost like we got somewhere. I have to say, for this era of gaming, there really was nothing with this kind of intense atmosphere. Most horror competitors at the time were just platformers or action games that had spooky themes. Nothing quite got to this level. What was that? Well, I better hurry and see who just made that blood-curdling scream. Oh no, I was too late. Maybe I should have ran. The game works on a cursor system. It's basically like a point-and-click adventure. I eventually found out that if you double-tap, she starts to run, which is nice, because otherwise I'd be walking everywhere like that. As you walk around the mansion, crazy events can happen at random, which keeps the tension high. Whoa, okay! Guess I'm glad I was walking this time. Honestly, the lack of a direct input on your character helps add to the feeling of helplessness. It's pretty cool. Oh, yes. There's nothing like a portrait of a skull with no eyes to really bring a home together.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is actually a original Vincent Van Gogh.
That one looks cool.
Vincent
People don't
Van
come
Gogh.
over anymore. The game also brings itself to life by showing really detailed close-ups of the items you find. Like, look at this broken picture of these two kids. The artwork is fantastic. So much terror is portrayed through this angle and lighting, especially for 16-bit graphics. It's genuinely creepy. Well, just because I'm being haunted doesn't mean I can't be beautiful. I'm being strangled by the man in the mirror.
Wow.
Bitch. He's such
At
an
least
idiot.
he had the decency to be delicate, you know what I'm saying? Like some ghosts nowadays, too busy to float an old lady across the street. I'm sorry, I don't think I can get over this yet. He spins her around and gently pushes her after he's done strangling her, and she just daintily falls. What even? Well, fine. If you're not gonna be nice, I'll just have myself a refreshing talk with the bird. Oh, God! Nope! Hey, please, stop! Are you talking to me? Are you saying something?
I kiss you. I kiss you. I'm near you.
I'll kill you.
Not now, Jacques. I'm trying to figure this out. You messed me up. Dead from lack of diction.
I'm getting a bit sick of these dead ends. I just want the plot to progress already.
Oh, yeah.
Scissorman. You know, I'm having second thoughts about this adoption. I think I'll give you guys a call. Oh my God, I am out of here! But then again, that did look like a bit like Angus Young. But then again, his signature doesn't mean anything if I'm dead. But, you know, I'm a huge AC/DC fan, so I think I'm gonna check one more time just to make sure it wasn't him. What is this person? Is this actually the main enemy of the game? After all this time, all this atmosphere, and our nemesis turns out to be Jay Leno on a schoolboy's body with a serious case of moldy prune face? And what's he using as a weapon exactly?
Scissors.
That's hedge clippers.
Yeah, I thought it would be like a
We're not
big,
getting around this.
scary dude.
Jason had a machete. Freddy had a creepy claw hand. Scissorman? He's got scissors. That's it. That's the end. That's where it ends.
That's scary.
Edward Scissorhands. This is Edward Scissorman.
What do I do? I better grab that shovel. No, wait. Get in the car and get out of here. No, even better. I'll hide up here. Ain't no way his stubby legs are climbing up this ladder. That's right. See you later, buddy.
I did not factor in the warp ability.
All right,
Warping.
let's try this again. This time, going straight for the car. No messing around. The upstairs? Okay, bad idea. I can see that now. Car, made of steel. Let's go. But the
In
others...
the back seat. Oh.
But the others.
Fuck it.
As silly as he is, after Scissorman hits the scene, this game becomes 10 times as scary. Every room becomes a trap. Every object becomes a game of deadly trial and error. He can appear literally anywhere at any time, so you better be careful because game over is back to the beginning like it is with these old games. That's almost scarier than the monsters. Other random things can happen too. Okay, well, this is unfortunate. Now I gotta play the rest of the game as pig pen for the peanuts! Picked up some ham.
This'll kill him.
It's a swimming pool.
Actually, that's a window.
Hole in the floor. We meet again. I guess I'll just put this simple wood plank over the top of it. Just a simple plank of wood. Who are you to judge? With everything this game does right, it still suffers from a lot of hiccups that old point-and-click adventures do. For instance, like when you think you figured out the solution to a puzzle, but the game has decided that that is not the way the puzzle is gonna be solved. Which, of course, leads to you having to backtrack and put a piece of ham in your pocket or something. Just some obscure, tiny object that you paid no mind to. All the way on the other side of the map is the key to progressing. Wouldn't it be funny if someone were, like, hiding behind the drapes like it was a horror movie or something? All right!
Scissorman.
Really? There, Scissorman. What are you, fucking 7? Actually, I think you are 7, aren't you? All right, checks out.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just see what's behind these drapes. It couldn't be worse than that nightmare-inducing shit.
It's the same. What the fuck?
So can I start therapy now, or should I wait for the nightmares to set in?
Eventually, you get to the top of the clock tower and find out that Dan Scissorman, yes, by the way, his name actually is Dan, really hates the sound of tower bells, for some reason.
Are you kidding
Listen,
me?
even if you don't like the sound of bells, that was just a very poor route to take. Also, this lady backs off a cliff because some birds are bothering her.
What?
Yeah, that's the story, folks. Remember that powerful scene from Star Wars where Emperor Palpatine backed off into the nebulous void because he was annoyed with some birds?
Yeah, Nikki's never seen Star Wars, by the way, everyone. Hello.
Listen, next time, you're getting adopted. I'm dead inside forever now.
Man, I mean, that was so enveloping. I almost believed it was real, but it's all in the spirit of the holiday. I mean, it's good to sit back and remember that scissors don't actually exist. Oh, wait a second. What's this? But that's impossible. If scissors don't exist, how did someone clip out this article?
Heading to John's house right now.
Can't be.
Oh, crap!
it's just gonna... Yeah.
Oh no, that's all I had! Come on, John, think! I got it!
Ham, the harbinger of gout, and a scissorman's worst friend.
Harbinger of gout.
The noises.
Looks like you're out to lunch.
That's some serious gout.
Wait a second. Why do I have a gun holster? I don't have a gun.
What? I got a bone to pick with you!
People that haven't come over in several years. That was the last man, and he's dead now. Happy month of Halloween, folks, and thanks for watching the new JonTron. If you want to help support the show, you know the drill. You can sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com using my link, audible.com/JonTron. And this month, I'm going to recommend to you, aptly so, The Shining, narrated by Campbell Scott. And like I said, I got a second mouth to feed. This guy over here is basically skin and bones. Or maybe he's just bones. Halloween! Let me show you the true terror of Halloween. This guy at the store was labeled as pumpkin with face.
But not
I don't know
wrong.
about you, but I think there's a little bit more going on here than pumpkin with face.
So I don't know if that Audible link still works, but you can find The Shining on YouTube. Someone is reading the whole book.
Oh, nice.
Just throwing that out there, you know, just throwing
Yeah.
that information out there, whatever
and
you
you could
need to do
also
with it.
go check out JonTron's
For sure.
channel. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on what
Scissorman?
are your thoughts on Scissorman?
I thought that he was gonna be like whenever I think of like an executioner, like this big, tall, scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I envisioned as what he would look like, not this small.
I tried to tell you how ridiculous
Well,
the
what is?
situation was.
There wasn't even like a story after like, okay, she's been adopted.
Uh-huh.
Like, was that him?
No, there is. There's
Okay.
more of it.
Okay.
It didn't go into all of the stuff about
Gotcha.
the story and everything, but yeah, even with the story, it's just as ridiculous. It doesn't apologize in any way for how dumb that whole fucking thing is.
I think that the beginning of it would be really difficult, like, to try to keep me playing, but then once he arrives, like,
Oh, and you're running from
That's
him?
terrifying.
Then you would immediately quit. Anytime you play a game and
Yes.
something actually scary happens,
Yes.
you go, ah! And you put the
or
controller
it doesn't
down.
even have to be scary. Once I get pissed off, which takes about 8 minutes, then I'm like, okay, I don't want to play this anymore. What was
Okay.
it? Mario Kart? The new one?
Yes.
I played for like maybe 10 minutes and I was like, I'm done
Yes,
with this.
and you were done.
And you're like, oh, well, let me just switch to the...
We
I'm
do
done
have
with
the,
it.
the Joy-Con drift pretty bad, though. So it's not like,
I lost.
Yeah.
Every time.
I don't know if
Every time.
that really had anything to do with the malfunctioning controller.
I think so.
Anyway, yeah, I would love to get you on some Glock Tower for PS1 so you could experience that and see how far along you get. Yeah, but anyway, JonTron, once again, with a wonderful video. I've seen it with Renegade Media Group, which we will be linking down in the description. You can go see that reaction as well as the original videos link for JonTron's wonderful work. Go love and support that guy. You can do that for us too. If you wanted to like this video, subscribe to our channel. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and thank you for the recommendation. If you have a recommendation, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can go to our Discord, which we will have linked in the description, as well as this video.
That's awesome. We would appreciate it. But for this video, that's going to do it. Shorty, are you going to say bye? Shorty going to say bye?
Say
Awesome.
bye.
See y'all.
See you.